So I'll sing for you now.
Tell us a little bit about yourself for everyone watching.
So my name's Greg Gilman. I have a band called Greg and Good Company, and we've been playing around LA for about 3-4 years now. We have a song called Monster's Lair that we've been fortunate enough to get it on my favorite radio station out here called 88.5 FM. So a lot of people in Los Angeles who listen to the station have probably heard the song Monster's Lair, but still might not be familiar with the band. And we're kind of just Americana, maybe alt rock, maybe indie rock. I prefer catchy as fuck rock and roll full of heart and soul. And just try to make good music and be good company, good vibes.
That's what it's all about. You got to have like the good energy and the good vibes, or else nothing's going to work. What about some of the history of the band?
I kind of built the band just by playing out around town, and people would like the songs, like the music, and wanted to hop on board and be a part of it. And then we grew into a 5-piece, into a sound beyond my wildest dreams. And it's just been a really fun journey ever since. I had a friend of mine who passed away. And for months, I really didn't know how to pay tribute. I saw a bunch of people writing on Facebook, and I was like, well, he's kind of dead now, so he can't really read Facebook, so I don't really know what good that's going to do. So I really didn't know what to do, and I bought this harmonica, and the first day I bought it, I just started playing this tune, and I wrote this song that it's called Dedication Song, and it is dedicated to my friend Rennis, and really goes out to anyone who has lost somebody. Even though I don't believe in heaven, I hope they built one just for you. I hope it's full of pretty women, and you can find one that is true. If there's a God, I hope you listen to what he tells you to do. I swear there's nothing here you're missing, except the people missing you. Oh no, I don't believe you can hear me, but I hope to God I'm wrong. Oh, it'd be nice if you could listen to your own dedication song. Even though I don't believe in Jesus, I hope you get to shake his hand. I hope your sins are all forgiven, and you enjoy a second chance. Oh no, I don't believe you can hear me, but I hope to God I'm wrong. To your own dedication song. Oh no, I don't believe you can hear me, but I hope to God I'm wrong. It'd be nice if you could listen to your own dedication song. To your own dedication song. To your own dedication song.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Sounds like a very emotional song to write that and sing it and perform it and everything.
My friend who passed away was Catholic, and I am not. I don't believe in the higher power that is spoken of in the Bible. I have no idea. I'm ignorant of what is out there. So it's kind of just a song about respecting other people's beliefs and sincerely hoping that, what they believe in comes true. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of silly to say that's not true. That's not going to happen. So I hope my pal Rennis found peace in some kind of afterlife, whatever there is.
Yeah, man, it's a powerful thing, belief, and I was raised Jewish and everything, but I went through a long period where I just didn't believe at all. Just like I kind of gave up because life got crappy and all this, but I wasn't looking at the lessons learned. And I don't know what's gonna happen after I die, but I like to think that we just become like atoms in the universe, and just kind of disperse.
Yeah,
create something
I
new
think
with that.
That's probably in line with my thinking. I look at I kind of base what I believe in around the world around me, and what I do see a lot of is recycling of everything, of all
it's
kinds of
science.
matter. And so I think, to me personally, reincarnation in some sense,
Yeah.
whether that is back on this planet or your soul continues on into another plane of existence, whatever. I do believe that there is some kind of life after death. It makes sense to me that there's some kind of recycling that happens within this universe. We see it all the time. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I feel there has to be, because it's just like matter. One of the laws of physics is, matter can't be created or destroyed. It just can only be transferred.
Exactly.
So when something dies, we biodegrade into the ground, and then, life, trees or whatever, it's like,
Yeah,
it's
out of our
all-
body, something physical comes
Yeah,
out of it. Whether we're being eaten by bugs, whatever, they spawn more bugs, and we
Exactly.
go into soil. But then you think of, well, if I believe that organisms are kind of the collective consciousness of the earth, and we work in a very similar way that cells work in the body. We're just kind of populating this body, and it's our collective consciousness that is going to keep I think could represent the consciousness of the earth. So it makes sense that consciousness would also go somewhere, much as your body decomposes.
Yeah, that's actually like very similar to my beliefs, in that like I feel like we're like the concept of God is just kind of like the universe as a whole, and we're all part of God or something like.
Yeah, like we are. You are God. I'm God.
Yeah.
I
It's
like that.
the
I mean,
collective.
yeah.
So I find in a lot of religions and like modern kind of version takes on religions and a lot of stuff, they're replacing God with like the universe, and like, or making it one and the same. At least I know definitely in Judaism, and I've talked with other people from other religions, and it's becoming, I feel, a little more scientific as a result, which I think is really cool and fascinating.
Yeah,
And I have a firm belief that at one point in time, freaking science is going to prove the existence of God. It's just not going to be like a white man with a long beard or something. It's just going to be
of
like,
course not. Yeah.
Some crazy thing like that. But
And it'll be interesting when that happens, how quickly that will be rejected by people who believe in God, the man with the white beard.
You're right.
And it's like they believe so strongly in the scripture, which is fine. I
Yeah.
get it. But I
Teach his
kind of
own.
believe more in the idea, the concept, but I recognize that like I'm just an ant, and my consciousness isn't big enough to even comprehend what God, he, she, it could possibly be. And
Totally.
I'm just really glad we started off this show on a very heavy, deep subject
I
matter.
mean, I love that. That's what this show's about. It's about like getting deep in like every aspect, and but I want it to happen kind of organically and naturally. I don't want to force things, but let's with the writing process for that song, because it is such a heavy subject. How did you go about that? Did it just flow out in like?
It honestly, it was
stream
one of the songs that
consciousness?
just came out. It just absolutely came out of me. And it's cool because it's not even specific about my friend who passed away. And it's just more of like a philosophical reaction to me,
Right.
I guess, thinking about his death and thinking about life and death. And, I'm glad that those words came out, because I just think there's so much bickering and judgment over your religion's wrong, mine's
Right.
right. the message is just, respect, just hope for the best for everyone.
Totally.
And respect their religion, their beliefs. And it's funny because my stepmother is a devout Catholic, and she was upset by the song because she called me. I released a demo. So this was like the first song I ever recorded, and I played it at an open mic, and this dude just came up to me, John Kwong, and he's like, "Hey, I want to record your song." And I was like blown away that somebody wanted to record my song. So that kind of put me on a journey to where I'm at today, where I'm working with a professional producer and getting stuff on the radio. And so this was the first song I released, and my stepmother called me. I was walking my dog one day, and she was not happy because I say in a song that I don't believe in Jesus or God for that matter. And
you're a sinner.
I think
you're
maybe
heathen.
she's maybe embarrassed of that a little bit. Her
probably.
stepson doesn't, believe in something that makes so much sense to her. And, it's fine. I didn't take offense to it, but I just thought it was kind of funny. And I explained, hey, look, like, we have different beliefs, and that's what the song's about, is respecting that.
Yeah, exactly. And what I find funny is that, you think it's so easy to be able to do that, but when something is so much a part of your life and so deep within your like being, and then you meet someone that is just like the complete opposite, it's really hard sometimes to respect that, especially when it's something that it's like meeting someone and they tell you, oh, I think, like, for me, like, rock sucks. It's like, rock is the dumbest thing ever. And you're like, but that's my livelihood.
Yeah.
That's like everything in my core. But, you got to separate yourself, and you got to be like, just like, yeah, that's you. You don't, that's not your thing. That's fine. Or that's my thing.
And but though, if someone does say something so definitively as rock sucks, that's a big show of their character, because
exactly
they're not thinking about it very hard. If you're saying something sucks, that's really makes no sense, because it's all, beauty and art is in the eye of the beholder. So it's not that rock sucks, it's that you personally don't like rock.
Exactly.
It's not that Greg and Good Company's music sucks, it's that you personally are not into it. Right. Although you probably would be into it. Most people like it. Greg
well, that's good. Yeah, the more people that hear, the better. Though what I find is like there are sucks. It's like a very subjective term, I think, too.
Totally, and it's
like very, very rare
very
that it
rude
objectively
and just thoughtless. It's a thoughtless term.
Totally, and I think that there are certain things that just flat out suck, but those are extremely rare, and they usually don't go far because they can't sell to anyone, they can't market, and it's just objectively just wrong.
Even if you look at Rebecca Black, though, right?
No, that didn't suck. That was like that
song,
was a catchy like
that song. In one aspect, you could say this song sucks. Another aspect, you could say this song's incredible because it's so, it has that so good it's bad, so bad it's good effect.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
And so, does it suck?
I almost think that song was intentionally done like that.
Yeah,
to some extent.
I don't know.
It became a meme, and therefore it succeeded.
Well, totally. It's a huge success, and the company, I think, was just trying to putting little effort into songs that parents bought their kids.
Exactly.
Song packages for their kids so they could show their...
And the people who worked on that are doing very well right now, let me tell you. So it's like, it worked, whatever it did. And there's a lot of marketing that goes involved, and sometimes in just the creation process of a song to make money. There's stuff that are passion projects for like musicality, and then there's stuff that is about business, and both, I think, need to be considered when creating something. Totally. Because you want people to hear it, right?
Yeah, my personal process is, first of all, if I like it, if I hear it, if I'm singing a song or just playing a melody that's like, okay, ding, 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 we have a winner. Like, if I'm into it, then that means other people are going to be into it. And it's also like, you got to be thinking about what kind of message do I want to be putting out into the world, and is this message that I'm writing about, is it something that people can relate to?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's like I think, you're trying to walk that line between, on some sense you want to be kind of pop because you want popular appeal, but you want to have your artistry and it be meaningful to you and people who listen to it.
Exactly.
And you got to be thinking, is this representative of me? And are people going to be able to latch on to this concept? And that's why love songs are so common and do so well, because everyone falls in love.
Yeah.
So it's a very relatable topic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So as far as lyrically, when you create like your lyrics, do you have a melody in mind first, or do you go straight to the lyric creation?
It varies, but I tend the best. So like the best songs that I write, like that particular one we just did. It's like I'll start playing. Usually the melody that I start playing on my guitar, I start strumming. So that really just gave me a feeling.
Yeah.
Of that melody allowed my feelings of thinking about my friend who died way too soon, and it just felt right to put that theme and tackle that subject in this melody. It just felt it. And so I think the melody inspires the feeling, and the feeling then inspires the lyrics. So that's generally how it go. But I also have kind of like this radio that's playing in my head all the time, where I'm just hearing various melodies going through. You know, maybe it's probably a variation of a song that I've heard, right?
I have that all the freaking time. Sometimes I'll just start singing something that I think is a song, and then I'll realize it's completely original. And it's like, it stems sometimes from like 2 or 3 different songs that are similar sounding, but then I just create my own original one, and it's just like, that is a wondrous feeling.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right,
but then
what
it's
the hell am I
scary too,
singing?
because then you're like, is this a song?
Yeah, yeah.
This
exactly.
might be a song. Did I just listen to radio, go home, turn my car off, go home, and then go, oh, this is a great song, and I'm just playing the one I heard on the radio? Like,
No,
without
you're
even
inspired
knowing it.
by it, and you
I think that's
create,
what it is. Yeah.
And I feel like that in itself is a talent. You know, I have some friends that, you know, they can write a song in a day and record it and do everything in a day. And I just like, how do you do that? That is like such a talent. And for me, it takes months. Like, I'll get the initial basic idea down and like real quick, but then it's like, okay, from there, okay, all the details about it, all the orchestration, let's say, or like, all right, well, do these chords work? What's a better transition? So there's a lot that goes into songwriting that I think a lot of people don't realize, even if it is like 4 simple chords. Just to choose those chords specifically and everything is in itself time consuming and choices, you know? And that's what makes a song good, is the choices you make.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes really organically, and you just sometimes you spend months. I'll play you. So we'll do this for the next 2 songs I'm gonna sing. First, I'll play one that I wrote that took months for me to. I was playing the melody, but I didn't have anything to sing about, and it took me months, maybe even a half a year, to come up with the subject that became the subject for the lyrics. And then after, I'll play one that I wrote in a day, and we recorded.
Awesome.
2 days later. And so we'll start with one. This one's called Home.
All right, let's do them back to back too.
Oh, doing back to back?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. In that case, let me take the harmonic. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I know it. I'll leave it on. Okay, I got it. Don't worry, folks. I'm professional. I got this. All right, so. Oh, no, I moved the mic. Yeah, this one, it's called Home. And this one, I had basically 2 different melodies. This one and another very similar one, kind of competing for my attention of what do I write words to. And one day, after watching a documentary about a homeless teenager, this documentarian followed him on his journey around the country, being kind of just living in the streets. And he was haunted by voices. He had schizophrenia.
Wow.
And he dealt with it in a really beautiful way, where he didn't view it as an illness, but he knew he had an issue, and he started using it to write poetry. And he wrote just the end of the film with one of the most beautiful poems I ever heard. And so kind of just got me thinking about mental illness, and also, so there's one aspect of the mentally ill man, and then his mother, thinking about him. And I don't know why, but I tend to write a lot. I tend to think a lot about, I guess maybe I'm a mama's boy, so I tend to think a lot about, a lot of songs I've written have been about kind of from a perspective of a loving mother, because I just think it's like one of the most powerful forms of love, I think. But yeah, this is a song called Home.
All right, cool.
The soles on his feet are all black from the road. The Callus is building since 18 years old. Oh, he knows that he's got one, but he won't go home. The voices he's hiding are still in control. She sits by the window, daydreams of his soul. Is he alive or dead in some hole? Oh, she knows that she loves him, but he's out of control. He's on his own journey, may God bring him home. He sneaks on the bus and he hustles for food. The strangers who help are the kindest he knew. When the voices start screaming, he just drinks more booze. He knows he ain't crazy, just differently tuned. She sits at the table, cooked his favorite dish. Blows out his candle and makes her own wish. Oh Lord, if you hear me, please let me know. Is my boy here older up in your home? Oh,
Nice. We got a little bit of chat going.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Got some chitter chatter?
Yeah. One of the people who's going to be performing on Sunday joined, and he's like, it sounds great. So
awesome.
Yeah. All right. And the other one?
All right. So that one took months, maybe even a year. I've had that in my backpack for a while. That's going to be one of the new songs on the upcoming EP I'm about to start production on this summer. And so here's one that I wrote in a day, and then the next day I was in the studio recording it. I recorded it, just me and a producer, not a full band, and this has gone on to become a lot of people really like this song to the point where a dude I went to high school with told me he was gonna use it as a first dance for his wedding, which was like winning a Grammy to me. So this is a song called Damn Sure that I wrote as an anniversary present for my girlfriend. And yeah, people really dug it. So
that's a lucky girl right there, writing for.
Oh, I'm a lucky man. You know, to have someone who inspires you to write, to use them,
I mean,
to write about is actually a real blessing.
Definitely.
And I think, you know, this is 3 years ago I wrote this, and we're still together.
Oh, congrats!
And,
that's great.
So I consider myself very lucky to have someone like her in my life. Makes everything else easier, you know. Don't have to worry about. You just focus on the music. You don't have to worry about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Just the music.
It's all about the music.
This is a song called Damn Sure. And this one is on Spotify, all those streaming services. You can check it out. It's already out. Every place that I can take you is a place I want to be. Every photo that you pose for is one I want to see. Every day that I can kiss you is a day worth fighting for. Every time that I miss you, I'm so damn sure you are the one that I can't let go. If you don't wanna hold this hand for the rest of your life, 'cause I won't let go. Every dinner that you cook me makes me wish that I cooked more. And the fact it makes you happy makes me so damn sure you are the one that I can't let go. If you don't wanna hold this hand for the rest of your life, 'cause I won't let go. I need you to know you won't be alone. I'm down to grow old. Every time that we argue only makes me love you more. When your frown becomes a smile, I'm so damn sure you are the one 'cause I won't let go.
Beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I prefer that second one than the first one. And I think it's because it had a lot more heart going into it, I felt, than the other one, which it's like, I find when, at least with me as a songwriter, like when I revise and revise and revise, and it takes like months and months and months, I feel like I get detached from the original emotion that I had when I started it. So it's not as like
Pure.
Yeah, pure. And then you like revise and revise and revise.
Totally.
And then the second one is just like I could tell that it just like came out all at once.
Yeah, and that's I think the right word. Pure is just when it's undiluted and it's in the moment. And for me, I'm a big truster and reliant on my gut. So the lead guitarist who played on the record, he's very like, he likes to he thinks a lot about, which was awesome to have.
Right.
He really analyzed all the recordings and really made them sound as best they can be. But I think for songwriting, I have something, and when I think it's good, I'm good with it, and I'm ready to put it out there in the world, because it's all about what you're comfortable with putting out into the world.
Oh, definitely.
And but it took me many years of songwriting in my bedroom and bathroom to
a lot of failures, I'm sure.
Yeah, just to get that confidence to trust the gut, and also getting reactions from people and be like, you know what, I have enough positive reactions from people that I'm just going to trust that what I'm doing is good for at least some people's ears.
Yeah.
I'll sing for you now.